Good day, climbers. Today we have some more questions from you guys. I'm really appreciating that there's been such a good response from Facebook, Instagram, and email. Once again, if you do have fitness questions, my name is Nick Tabor. I'm a personal trainer. I talk about this stuff because I teach it, I lived through it, and I've been there. You have me on Instagram, Nick Tabor Fitness. Same thing on Facebook. And you can email me, nicktaborfitness@gmail.com. We have a couple of questions. I actually got quite a few that came in. However, I want to split some up into multiple videos this week. So this one is going to be a little shorter. However, I think this one's really super useful. We have questions that came in, and this one here, workout tips during a blizzard. So if you live in the New England area like I do, you know, the weather changes very frequently. And we get cold days, we get cold nights, and then suddenly it gets warm again. Like today, and this is important on my answer, but like today is going to be like in the upper 30s. It's going to be above freezing for a while, and then it's going to go up, and tomorrow is almost going to be near 60 degrees. Don't know why, but it's going to be very windy through the whole day. But it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. So if you're stuck in the house during a blizzard, it really depends what is your level of fitness and what do you do when you work out. If you go to the gym 5 days a week, you know, like I do, you know, before the concussion, if you go to the gym on multiple times a week, you know, chances are you're in pretty damn decent shape and you can, you know, handle a strenuous workout. If you go to the gym on a laissez-faire type thing, like once a week, or, you know, just kind of go when you feel like it, that is when you really need to go ahead and rest your energy. And everybody is different. I go with the philosophy that shoveling snow is free cardio. And it's a free workout. As long as you get out there as quickly as you can, but you know, you gotta pace yourself with that. You gotta I can't give a blanket answer on this, because everybody is different. For me, I think, you know, I'd go multiple times, and I'd say the best thing to do really is just do the calisthenics they made us do in elementary school gym class. Jumping jacks, push-ups, plank. If you have, like we have a treadmill out in the other room, you know, go on the treadmill for a little bit. But by all means, really just, if you're going to be the one responsible for the snow shoveling, don't do it. Like, don't do any of that, because that is very strenuous depending on the snowstorm. I mean, I've shoveled through snow that's only an inch, and it's been really hard to shovel through it. And then I've also shoveled through snow that's like about up to my hips that was just like, you know, like a cloud, just nothing going on. Until you know what the snow is, what it's going to be like, and judging your own body, then you can make your own judgment there. Do I eat first before a morning workout? What time is the digestion? How many days a week do you work out? Well, you got to build up for that. You got to listen to your own body. Eating before workout, yes. Always work out. It depends on what you want to do, but you need to have the energy, and your body needs to have the, you know, the energy to use it. Food is fuel for your body. Like I don't understand how people get to the gym and they're like, okay, I fasted all day. Now I'm going to lift and I'm going to go ahead and do time on the bike. Are you kidding me? No. You don't want to do that. Like, your body needs the fuel in order to be able to push that out and do better. Like, you just, there's no question on it. If you don't do that, then you run the risk of straining yourself. Always eat what you usually would. So, like, the example in this email is, are you, what if we walk a lot? And this came through a lot, actually. This was about 3 other people had something very similar. Like, what do you eat in the morning? You eat food in the morning. You eat what you usually eat. Your body needs that. It all depends on what your goals are. But always eat something. I would just avoid cereal because cereal is, for the most part, genuinely useless. It's very low in calorie and doesn't fill you up, and you burn right hell through it. A good thing to eat is some fruit. If you are working on a small muscle group, I would probably just eat an apple or a banana, and then you can go off for a while. I like eating a banana with peanut butter if I have to have a really quick breakfast. Then I eat some eggs later on if I have to. Hard-boiled eggs is actually a really good quick breakfast if you like some of that. I personally enjoy those. How many days a week? Listen to your body. That came up a lot, is how many days a week should we, actually for about 4 different emails. How many days a week should we work out? You got to listen to your body. I'm working my way back up to it because the concussion issues, I was physically exhausted a lot. But at the very least, depending on how everything else is going in my life, I'll do 2 days during the week. That's at the very least. At the most, I will do 5, but you gotta concentrate and give yourself some time to rest. Last question. This one was really super interesting. Brian, I want to thank you for this one personally. What should you look for when buying produce at the grocery store? Food is fuel. Okay. If you are going to buy produce at the grocery store, so your fruits and your veggies, go as natural as you possibly can. I look for the fruits, the veggies that are just out there. If they're pre-bagged and shipped, avoid them. Like they're air sealed, shut or something, and from this particular brand. I go to, I have Market Basket in the city of Fall River. That's a really, really good one. They buy a lot from local farmers, and actually some of the stuff is not very far away. But a lot of the loose produce that's around there is, particularly pretty fresh, especially the apples is pretty good because they're from an area of Rhode Island not very far away. So I dig that a lot. I dig that a lot because that's the most fresh and that lasts a lot longer. If you choose the ones that are like, shrink wrapped in a bag, especially like those pre-made salads, they're gross. Soon as you open the bag, you might use maybe half of it for dinner and then, you forget about it, or maybe you do something else and a few days later it's already wilting and it's horrible. You're wasting food. I go with the most natural that you can possibly find. Same thing, potatoes, tomatoes, everything like that. It's out there loose, put a few in a bag, weigh it, perfect. That's the best way to go because we want to eat as natural as farm to table as we can. If not, then we want to do as close as we can, but just avoid the stuff that's been frozen, pre-bagged, or anything like that. Go local. That's really it. All right. So there's more questions that came up. A lot of people were asking about meals. Can you cook simple meals for us? What can you do? How can we make a quick time-saving meal? I did that before. On a channel that my wife and I were doing, it was her channel on YouTube, doesn't do much, but it's, Kaz Foxen. And we posted some of those videos, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do those again. Because those are really, really super interesting, is what you could do for quick things for kids. What can you do for quick lunches, especially, we'll probably do one this week on meal preps, because I do have quite a bit of time later in the week that we can just, sky's the limit, do what we got to do just to show as many of them as we can. And then, we'll, do like a really big amount of cooking, and then be like, okay, these are your meals for the week for lunch. So that'll be interesting. And if you follow me on Instagram, I do have in my stories, I have previews. If you have questions as well, nicktaborfitness@gmail.com. You can DM me here privately on YouTube. Look at Instagram and Facebook under the same name. As always, we do say we want you to climb. Join me in the next video with some more health tips and follow me along on the journey, and I will see you then.